Hello, all of you adventurous beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Ebon Sails Exalted, episode 41, Aftermath. This is the final episode for Ebon Sails, so thank you all so much for joining us on this journey. And let's go ahead and get started with introductions, beginning with Kerr.
Hello, everyone. I am Kerr. I am the storyteller, and I am the one who has been working hard to bring Ebon Sails to you guys each week that we play.
Off to Ashford.
Hello, I'm Wernimal, and I play Ashford, the Infernal Awu Exalted.
The Infernal Awu Exalted.
And I am Tochemay, and I play Gaueko Pelps, a solar who stole an immortal peach.
Traitor!
And while Jaffer's doing his card, I am Razim, and I am playing as Nevis.
Jaffer says, Hello, I'm Jaffer. I play Murder, the mana battery of Neves.
You're more than that! Anyways, I play Nevis, King of Conquerors. King of Conquerors, Banisher of Shadows, Destroyer of the Tyrant Star, Uniter of Creation, Conqueror of the Sun. He is a lunar exalted, and has very much destroyed all of Kerr's plans up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, off to you, Gary.
Hello, I'm Gary. I'm playing the Get Lemaine Exalted Darcy, the funny little noodles, they, them person.
Alright, and Tochemay, you get to do the recap.
Last time we went through the center rift. We got all the way to Yushan, riding on dragons. Dragons, quotation mark. Nevis had another standoff with the person who created the world. While I snuck off and grabbed a peach. Got the peach.
Not the beach!
Got that right as the world was ending and ate it and ran back to the ship. And Nevis has one of the most rare things in the creation. A seed.
Let's out a slow, sad sigh.
Nevis is getting the seed planted on somewhere on Artie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Artie's got somewhere that he could grow that.
Yes. Oh yes, he would.
In fact, I think murder can also accelerate the growth of it.
No, you cannot.
It's specialized.
Yeah. Yes.
Did you really just tell Exalted that we can't do something?
Yes, I actually did. They tried. They couldn't. The first age solars were not able to make the seed grow faster because of everything that goes into it.
Well, it's nice to hear that about the solars.
Neither could
That's
the
just
Lunars,
why.
or the Sidereals, or the Gitlamanes, or anyone else, because of the way that the seed has to grow in order to have its abilities. Yeah, sure, you could make it grow, but you're not going to have a Peach of Immortality. You're just going to have a Peach. That's the problem,
Jaffer
is in
says,
order for
I'm
it
not
to
a
retain
solar
its
or any of
powers.
those. I'm a liminal who specializes in soil.
Liminals couldn't do it either. Like, it says specifically, the Peach has to grow in a very specific fashion and be cared for very particularly, which is why it has its own section in Yushan. Because these things are hard to grow.
Very well. I'm sure Artie's got it in his databanks on how to properly grow it.
That would have actually been able to be found out. The Solars knew how to do it. They just couldn't get one. Because Heaven made it illegal on pain of basically ceasing to exist to steal one.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that punishment. It doesn't tend to stick.
The Maiden of Endings would like to have your name.
Basically, like, that bad.
Well, I guess we're growing it properly then. So anyways, what is happening from here, Kerr? Because, well, as far as I'm aware, we are now on our airship above the center of the Empire.
Yes, your ship has basically taken off and quickly made its way out. And
Of the rift,
it's,
you mean?
yes, it has left the rift and is basically making its way out as the city starts to reappear again. And for you guys, though, trying to get my brain to work, sorry. Brain, please catch up with me.
Yeah, put aside the...
I
Put
did.
aside the magic and...
I did. I already did. No, I'm just trying to get my brain to catch up to me with what I'm trying to see here. Your ship is soon high above the Blessed Isle, well out of range of being able to be seen by normal sight, thanks to some clouds that are hanging in the sky. And you hear Artie's voice. Sir, no rifts detected anymore. All rifts have been permanently sealed, it seems.
Well, excellent. But now what?
Well,
Yeah,
you did...
We
Oh,
need
go
to
ahead.
go to the edge of creation to release the ones that are still in our orb.
All two of them.
Now, Nevis, which direction should we release them?
Well, we've got 3 of them? There were 5 total. 2 of them got destroyed. So there's 3 left, right?
I believe you have north, west, and south. If I
Well,
remember
then.
correctly.
We'll release them to the north, west, and south.
Alright. That'll take a 3-day journey for each to get all 3 of them.
Is anything happening with the whole, the fact that we are right above the...
I said
We
you guys
moved out.
you guys moved up and are currently hiding behind some clouds.
Oh, okay. So, Red Lady to say hi for me to destroy or anything?
She has her own stuff to deal with right now.
Also, the redness has not been seen in the last 2 years.
I thought it was longer than that, but, still, I was kind of I wanted to destroy something, Well, I guess we'll just travel and go release it all and stuff. Nothing better to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So, what do you guys which direction do you want to go first?
We'll go in order that we got them. So, west, north, then south.
All right, so southwest and then north, you said?
No, west,
he said
north,
west
then
first.
south.
West, north, and south. Okay, sorry, I got mixed
Yeah.
up. All right, so you will begin. It'll take about a day of travel to make it west.
Oh, yeah? I'm going. I don't know what more you want from me on this.
What would you guys want to do during the trip, the day's trip? I mean, this is your chances. Talk to people, just all that stuff.
Throw Ashford into Fantasy Grounds.
Jaffer says, is our skyship Weatherlight or Predator level?
Yes, it's higher than those.
Ashford doesn't know woo.
I know you are, Jaffer, but I can also tease back. It's better.
I would be glad that the Imperial Legion didn't see us.
Yeah, so far it doesn't look like they have seen you. No.
So far.
But as you make your way to the west,
Does
Yes?
Does Wukong have anything to add? Haha. Journey to the West.
Domino does appear beside you, Nevis.
Nevis will probably be studying studying some more of the sorcery stuff. I don't know what else to do with him right now.
Well, well, well. Look at you, the savior of creation, darling.
Oh, hello there, Domino.
Hello there, darling. Well done, I must say. You and he snaps his fingers as everyone appears. All of you.
Hello.
Look at you, heroes of the hour. Look at everything that you have succeeded and done so far. You freed a chain of islands. You have put the fear into Mahasuchi, and no doubt you plan to continue hunting him. You have this glorious ship, and you have saved creation from not one, but 5 different levels of destruction. And you even destroyed it twice. Fabulous, darlings. Truly, truly fabulous. How does it feel? Tell me everything, darlings. Tell me everything.
Oh, it feels good. There's a long road ahead of us, though, to organize creation and get everything straightened out with all of that.
Plus the person who created the rifts in the first place.
I feel a bit empty inside, but I figured I would ignore that for a little longer.
And what type of exalt are you?
I forget the name.
Are you a liminal?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember being told what exalted I was, actually. I wasn't really an exalted. You know.
Okay, if you're a heart eater, that's why you feel empty.
Always wondered about the flavor.
But Domino just looks at all of you. Tell me, darlings, tell me. You must have dreams. What does the future hold in your imaginations, darling?
Nevis just raises a brow at Domino. You really
What?
need to ask me that?
Well, what are you going to continue doing, darling?
I will be continuing to unite creation. I will be continuing my plans to abolish all of the wild, bringing its denizens into creation, and finding a way to make it so they can survive in creation and be among us.
My, you certainly have quite the idea, don't you, darling?
Absolutely.
And I may have to face off against you sometime when I unite the houses under House Pelps and try and save creation by saving the houses.
haven't given it much thought.
Really, darling? You haven't given it much thought?
No, I mean I always figured I would take after my mother's smithing business, but I'm not sure if that's a viable option at this point.
Darling, darling, darling! You must think bigger, darling.
I figured I'd open a second one up eventually.
Darling, you are one of the exalted. You are able to shake mountains, to alter the flow of fate itself.
Oh, right. I suppose I can forget that every now and then.
And what of you, Ashford? Murder? What great wonders do you hold on the horizon?
Jaffer says, I shall follow Neves through whatever trials he endures. For without Neves I am naught but dust and ash.
Ah,
You are more than dust.
such loyalty. Such desire to serve and to stay at his side and protect him. Truly, it is beautiful, darling. It is beautiful. And to think one day, allies, now enemies facing each other on the fields of battle. Such gloriousness. Such perfection, darling. Such perfection I see before me.
I do believe the proper term that you're looking at, referring to, would be stories.
Well, isn't that what everything is, darling? Just a story we are telling? Every person is a story.
And Nevis, how do you plan on controlling the prince? Is he still sworn to your oath?
Yes, he is. The Fairfolk army you have.
You wish to destroy the wild, and yet you have the wild under your command.
I'm looking to bring the denizens of the wild into creation, allowing them to join the community here.
So you wish for them to feast upon these people.
He does want to turn them back, darling. Well, whatever that may entail. I'm quite curious to see what he wants to do. Because I have seen what happens to the Fairfolk who become not Fairfolk, and it is not a thing I would wish on anyone else. They are filthy, darling. Absolutely filthy.
The fair folk that are stuck in creation too long crystallize.
While it may not be normal, we are the Exalted. And I assure you, we can achieve whatever we wish.
And what do you wish of the fair folk?
I would wish that they continue to be able to live albeit under the rules of creation. Not preying on people.
Out of character, you want them to become the mountain folk.
That is what they
Yes.
are. Though,
What's up, Kerr?
oh, yeah, that's what Domino was talking about. It's like, I would not wish them being mountain folk. They are filthy compared to what normal fair folk are.
Well, Domino, unfortunately you are on that list for those going to become mountain folk.
I'm not sure about that, darling.
Alternatively, an idea I have is to create pockets of the wild that would remain. But I will not allow the fair folk to continue to prey on people. If they wish to join with our society, they are welcome. We will find a way for them to be able to survive.
A magnanimous dispensation.
Tochemay tipped $120. The return of the Ebon Dragon. Razim cool.
Tochemay, thank you so much for that tip and supporting the channel. I really, really appreciate it. The tip goal's been fully
Or gets
completed.
Yes, I very much get it, Tochemay.
There was one expansion for Exalted specifically about that.
Mm-hmm. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. Everything is fine in Bossing Say.
Everything is fine and bustling.
Also, I think we had influence.
Yes, I'm getting that sent.
Okay, I was just making sure. I do not want the influence to be lost.
None shall see me. Though my battle cry may give me away.
Minor ethereal influence.
Sorry, I also have moderation stuff going on with the Discord. Apparently, Discord has added some new features that are very intriguing and hopefully will help with all of these frickin' bots.
Wait, how are we making you cry, Brian? How are we making you cry?
Well, we are doing the last session without him.
That's
O'Brien, you are welcome to join voice. I know your
He
audio
can't.
quality.
He said he can't join it at the moment because of being in the tower. He wanted to.
Alright. Well, Brian, you can still participate in the chat then. But there are the two influences for you.
I will approve both of those. as everyone sees an owl feather slowly float in the center of the room, floating down before landing on the ground as you hear a soft voice whisper, "Everything is fine." Domino just looks down at the feather before pointing at it. "That one's not mine. That's not bad, though."
Nuclear launch detected.
Also not mine.
You know,
You know what, Mister?
I wonder what would happen if
Greetings,
Nevis.
Exalted One.
I wonder how things would change, especially with the mage game, if Nevis were to just, delete all of creation and the wild and Yushan.
Why would you do that?
How would he go about that without
Mhm.
having the same person that
Mhm.
he used to delete it?
I mean, he's got infinite. He can wield infinite power.
Phenomenal cosmic power. Space.
He's already deleted 2 creations as is.
By going after a specific person.
That doesn't exist for this creation.
Kerr, it's the Exalted. If I wanted to delete creation, it would be easy.
You just have to find one of the towers.
Towers, eh?
I don't know. Seems like a pretty simple process to me. You would just have to get the airship really high, point the beam in one direction.
Jaffer says,
and then
I would
just
like to see creation
go through.
survive in 1,000 pieces.
But if he... Kerr, to help you with this, it would go against his specific virtue.
Yes. Yes, I would.
Unless he needs
Which is-
to save.
Yeah, he is
Creation.
saving creation
By destroying it.
Exactly.
I know.
Glares.
It'll make a perfect utopia.
Glares.
Jaffer says, it's the Thanos argument.
Eventually it's
Glares.
doomed to strife. Eventually there's gonna be vampires roaming around eating everybody. There's slavery going on. There's the worm. Really the only way to truly protect creation is to delete it.
No. No, it is not.
There shall be no suffering, no harm, no slavery, no meager headache. There shall be nothing.
Exactly.
Peaceful. Nothing.
I'm glaring so hard at you right now. I'm glaring just so hard at all of you right now.
So Nevis wants to become an abyssal.
Also,
And
everyone,
kill the world.
please make sure you place your troops for Stream Raiders, because I would really like to get to level 30. Please. So yeah, we're saving everybody in creation from strife. From all their problems. We're gonna delete everything. In as efficient and fast a method
Jaffer
as
says,
possible.
there shall be no war, no pain, no hunger, no sick, no poor, no oppressed, no deeper hate, and no suffering.
No, next game should be a game of abyssals. Because you're all sounding like a freaking abyssal right now.
Not me, I didn't say anything.
And we shall have peace.
Peace in our time. No. No. No.
Yeah.
No.
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 It's true though.
This is supposed.
All right, I think that's a vote from Tanya for deleting creation. Let's do it.
Jaffer says, my
Oh, we
major
weren't
intimacy
kidding?
is loyalty. I am simply being loyal to Neves.
Nevis wouldn't do this. Nevis wishes you to unite and protect creation. This is not uniting or protecting creation.
It will be
No,
united.
no. You see, it will be united in non-existence.
No.
Everyone will be equally dead. Yeah.
Exactly.
No.
No
But
countries.
that's the
no flags,
thing,
no
Merle. There
borders.
would be no existence. So therefore, everyone is united. Everyone is equal. That is what Nevis wants. He wants them all to be equal.
No, Nevis.
There's no gods, no primordials, no people, just equality. The only true equality that is possible.
That you are sounding a lot like the Abyssals. That's not a good thing.
Well, maybe the Abyssals are just misunderstood. All right, just like all the 4chaners.
No, they want to they want to genocide all of reality because that's their job.
Like it's our job.
Werny, what do you think of this plan?
End everything.
You say end everything?
Start with Dom. That's definitely good. We know that for sure.
RD wouldn't be able to do this command.
Yes, RD would not do this. And neither would the Shrike.
Nevis doesn't need them. Nevis just needs his
Don't
buddy,
teach my hamster to
Murder,
suck eggs.
and Cadus.
And Darcy will make muffins all the same.
It's okay, Artie. It'll be over quickly.
You can't decide just to genocide the world because the campaign is ending.
Jaffer says, just to let you know. My last Shadowrun game ended when I killed all the great dragons and Pandora's box. I destroyed the manosphere of Earth. My AI was the only survivor.
No.
Kerr, Han,
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
Mm-hmm.
But you just
Jaffer
told
says,
an
have to-
so I have done this before.
Are we going to have to release an elemental dragon?
You just told the Exalted that they can't do something.
Mm-hmm.
Thereby making it so I have to do it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. This is completely out of character for Nevis.
See me. Though my battle cry may give me away.
This is completely out of character for Nevis. Why would you want to destroy all of creation? There is literally no reason to do that when you have faced down things that were going to do that and stop them.
Well, they were gonna steal our cred, man.
There wouldn't be anyone left to do that from.
That's a good point. Like, they would just wipe each other out. We could just release the orbs where they were and just let time take care of it.
Why would you do that?
It's funny. It's funny.
The owl feather on the floor bursts into flames and leaves a scorch mark reading the word survive as another drifts by saying, Nevis, King of Conquerors, it has been fun.
Jaffer says,
Ominous.
This isn't out of character for Jaffer. Need I remind you of Kravist's way of solving people hiding in a house?
No. You don't. I don't have a problem with murder. You're following what Nevis says. Nevis is the one I have a problem with.
Well, the fair folk don't want to become mountain folk. Domino is refusing that. And Nevis can't allow him to continue preying on people, so he has to do something drastic.
I mean, the fair folk, of course, are going to reject it because they don't do that sort of shit. Of course, they're going to be against it. You'd have to be the one to convince them.
Okay, I am convincing them by offering them to life or death.
You're going to start another crusade, specifically against you from the fair folk.
Intense internal screaming. Yeah.
Galorian crusade versus one person.
Ashford is just going to grab other fluffy wolf and swift paw and just like get on Ashford's boat and just be like, okay, we're gonna show ourselves out. We're gonna make a cool island fort. Bye bye.
I mean, honestly, Darcy could go either way. Either trying to protect all worlds from ending, or bringing about the end of all, at least all those, anyways.
Intense internal screaming.
And I can't let this happen, so I'm going to have to be let off and go back to the center island to help the forces of good.
I was just gonna give you guys something nice to just send you guys off with. I was going to give you guys something just sweet to say goodbye with these characters, and then maybe bring them back sometime, but now it's just like...
Well, because the mage game, we know Nevis survives.
Unless
Fun.
the mage game is just suddenly snapped out of existence. Because if Nevis destroys creation, deletes everything, well, there's no mage game in the first place.
There's other realities.
This is just... I just want to say that this just feels like it's completely out of character.
Well, yeah, that's because it is. I haven't said any of this in character.
Yeah, this is all just hypothetical.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
What? You thought we
What?
were actually going to destroy creation?
Yes.
I have
Jaffer,
trained
gotta
you
lay off
well.
this. You gotta get off the grape soda. You gotta stop
Yes.
having so many gushers.
Yes, I did.
Red dye
Because
making
you-
you a little loopy.
Because I asked specifically about it, and it sounded like yes.
Jaffer says, I was actually preparing, just in case.
Mm. I am just shaking my head right now.
You know, for some reason, I'm reminded about the cycle of abuse. Just kind of popped in my head for some reason.
Yes, because I was actually getting ready to end the session on a note because I thought you guys were actually going to do this and I was going to have to stop it.
And I'm not
And I
gonna do
can
that
stop
to
it.
you.
It very much sounded like you were going to.
If Sim was going to do that, I was going to use the lap against him.
Now, darlings, stop your hypotheticals. It isn't fair to the other beings. You're breaking them.
Kerr just curled up in a corner crying.
Yes, I'm currently curled up in the corner, rocking back and forth very hard.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. Pretty decent mic clarity.
Don't worry, Kerr. We have enough exalted knowledge to defeat.
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
Oh, you know, we could have a total funny Civil War over it. Civil War campaign. Nevis versus the world.
Whoa, that would definitely be a game breaking if you're wanting all that out of character stuff to be, you know, known in character.
That's fair enough.
And even then, I don't think I'm going to allow that. You do need to... no, I'm not
Jaffer
going to
says,
allow it.
Neves plus murder versus the world. And Kerr hasn't even seen half of what I can do.
The division between in character and out of character is something that needs to be maintained.
Fair enough.
Otherwise, people do get... there's a lot of problems that come up with if you don't respect it. But anyways, yeah, where were we, Kerr?
Talking to Domino about our hopes and dreams and feelings.
Witches curls up in the corner.
I mean, I do have something in character to say, though.
Well, go for it.
Yeah.
And speak up,
Hey,
because
Mr.
you are still quiet.
Sorry. I keep forgetting. Hey, Mr. Domino. I think I figured out what I'd like to do. Once this all is said and done with.
Kerr?
What's that?
Well, I think I'd like to save other worlds. Going through all those rifts was quite exhilarating, and seeing all the sights and sounds. And I don't want anyone to feel like what I feel. Ever. So if all...
Well, this is the only world that I really know of, darling.
Well, if Exalted can do anything, I'm sure breaking the barriers of time and space is just a hop and a skip away.
I would not recommend dealing with that. That tends to end badly.
Oh, well, now, I really wouldn't necessarily say that.
Yes, it does end badly, darling.
Oh, but there are so many great stories to be seen out there, so many other worlds to explore, so many different things to be and see.
No, darling, no. And you, get out of here. This is my world, darling.
Ah, but you see, I am in every world at every time and all at once.
When did you watch Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Oh, actually, I did watch that. I did see that a couple of weeks ago. A very interesting show, rather complex, and it provokes some intriguing feelings. I definitely want to explore a world like that at some point. Or, you know, multiple worlds like that.
Darling, why are we even talking about this? Why are you even here? We are having a moment.
Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. I'm just saying there are plenty of other worlds. I could just pluck him up and drop them over there, you know?
No, no, darling, no.
Well, I wouldn't mind going to one if it's ever in danger.
No, darling, we don't cross-contaminate anymore.
Only Domino's able to.
I don't know, Domino. I definitely came to somewhere that wasn't here and isn't anymore, so that means that there has to be others out there. And
No, it
maybe they're
isn't,
about-
darling. You were created, you were not created in a very good way.
Well, I still love the people who were there, and they loved me.
Those people never existed, darling.
Oh,
They were... They are simply echoes of what could have been.
well, maybe they should have been.
Just like the people who didn't make it into the orb.
Quite tragic indeed.
I definitely did not want to destroy those worlds. But alas, the threats were too great that we had to respond with appropriate force.
I understand, Nevis. You have a very good heart for a conqueror.
I suppose we did respond with perhaps a little too much force. However, I feel that if we had responded with any less, then, well, we wouldn't be here having this conversation now.
I suppose it's only logical. Infinite power is too much by definition.
Either way, I am seeking to unite all of creation, and I will succeed in this goal. Unite them all in death and non-existence.
Perhaps. Perhaps repeatedly. Bap, 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 bap.
And I shall try my best to save all worlds that are and aren't, and maybe should, and maybe won't be. And while I'm at it, I might try and repair my own, although I shouldn't hold out, I think.
All right, Kerr, where are we going? What are we doing? What's going on?
Sorry, I'm just trying to get my brain to catch up to me and stop the urge to fucking strangle you all here.
Kinky.
You wanted to do a happy ending.
Go die, all of you.
Now, Kerr, you know that the power of the Imperial Palace would be able to stop Nevis.
Tactical nuke incoming.
I don't think it would.
It'd be just like Mars attacks. Nevis drinks the nuke.
There's secrets of the Imperials that could.
All right. All right. You know what? You know what? I was gonna do something nice and end us on a high note, but you know what? You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you for what you did, and just causing my brain to just go on this haywire. So
No.
We
We could
did
still
do that.
end on a good note.
no.
I want to.
You brought this. You brought this, Zim. You brought this with your hijinks and your bullshit. This is your consequence. There are things called consequences, and now it's time for you to accept yours for pushing me so hard and for breaking my things and then having the gall to do that to me. This is my vengeance.
Kerr,
Yes?
I love you, my darling love.
Mm-hmm. It's not gonna save you.
Oh, I know. But I do want to remind you that metagaming is not okay.
I'm not metagaming. I'm the storyteller. I'm the motherfucking storyteller.
Still
I'm the one-
metagaming.
I'm the one who writes the story. I can choose how I want it to go. I have this power.
Scott.
Just
And
remember
so-
that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's also the mage game hanging in the balance here.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. I'm just going to end on the worst possible thing that I could possibly do to you, Nevis. I'm going to end on the worst possible thing I can possibly do in my vengeance. And this is our ending. As you guys are making your way towards the west, there is suddenly a great projection that your cameras pick up coming from the Imperial Mountain. As a figure rises higher and higher and higher into the sky until she dominates everything. A woman in a beautiful red gown with hair the color of fire. As she stands proud, her gaze imperious, filled with a strength of will not often seen in creation. As she looks forward, there are 4 projections, one for each direction, and these are so large they could be seen everywhere. And you hear her voice speak out. A great and powerful voice. My children, for too long you have been without my guidance. I have stepped away to commune with the elemental dragons to better understand creation's plights. And now I have returned to you to find this anathema running in the streets. Monsters, the dead, and other abominations prowling at our door. And the great defenders of our world, the Dragon Bloods, biting at each other's heels, threatening civil war for a throne that was never theirs. Hear me, my children, and know this. Your Empress has returned. Worry not, for I will bring stability back to creation. I will bring safety back to you. And I will put an end to these monsters that seek to ravage my realm. Rejoice, my children, for I am here, and I swear to you, I will not allow any harm to come to my domain.
When the projection starts, I'm down on one knee, head bowing.
Seems nice.
End of campaign. As we end on the return of the Scarlet Empress back to creation.
Yay!
Wow.
Gaueko, I feel like you are extremely happy.
Uh-huh.
Her redness has returned.
The storyline of...
Jaffer says, infinite power battery charged. Go for it, Neves.
Artie, take me to the capital.
Yes, sir. As the ship begins to fly off, as we zoom out to see the ship flying towards the Blessed Isles capital.
Out of character. This is the person who brought together hunters in World of Darkness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Scarlet Empress is actually the one of the two messengers in World of Darkness who's responsible for the hunters being created.
As the ship arrives at the Blessed Isle, Nevis is going to have Ferris organize his armies. Is there a symbol for peace that is
Yes.
generally accepted?
Yes.
Great. What is it?
Basically like a white flag that you don't mean harm.
Okay. Nevis will have his banner, but all of his soldiers will have... he will get some white banners for all of his bannermen. Alongside, of course, his flag. He's going to land have the ship land. Having them on standby, of course. And he's going to march off into the city with his armies at his back. Moving towards the palace.
And that is how we are going to end things.
No, we're not ending yet.
Yes, we are.
I think
We are
Kirk
the
is a pretty
Exalted. I am marching in and I'm going to talk to the Empress.
This is how we're going to be ending.
The door opens.
Yes.
And there is nothing.
When I am ready and finished talking with the Empress.
Nope.
Yes.
No.
As Nevis is, well, I mean, here's the thing though, Kerr. I mean, you can either go with it and let the roleplay and such happen, or I could just, pull the Exalted thing and just say how this story is going to go.
No, this is going to be the build up for the next story I will run for Exalted.
But I've got a wonderful plan here.
you better say
No. I told you, revenge. This also is like the next time we do Exalted, this is where we're going to pick up with the return of the Scarlet Empress.
So you're expecting that I'll play Nevis again in the next one?
Not necessarily. You might play someone else.
Well, yes, but I've got to
Look in
bring
Ebon
in...
Sails.
The Mask of Winners.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I told you, Dennis, this is the cliffhanger for the next season. I have to make people want Exalted somehow.
Yes, except that we are bringing this campaign to an end. And it's not the next season if we don't have the same characters and such.
Well, the next campaign, so to speak. It doesn't have to be the same characters.
Well, I would be locked into playing as Nevis unless I'm able to get him to a satisfactory ending, though.
No, I just might make you have to play another character, and you would have to find out what happened with Nevis as the story goes along.
Taking away player agency for their own character in that manner, though.
Campaign was ended, so you gave up your player agency.
I was planning to end the campaign either on a cliffhanger or on just like once everyone had their little story bits. But
It's a satisfactory ending.
yes, like now we have like a reason to come back to Exalted sometime. Like that was the goal, is to make it so people want it to come back. I have to make you want Exalted again.
That was pretty good.
And
Just
thus
like
the
Minecraft
cycle
story mode.
continues.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the
The
end.
end was never the end, was never the end.
I had ideas for Cody that I was holding back on. I don't think I'll be holding them back anymore.
Why?
I love you, darling. Whoa, I think you might be going for a walk here soon.
Oh god.
It's fine. There's other mages that
Nuclear
can stop
launch
him.
detected.
I think Tanya's on board. Walkies sound great. And, you
I'm
know...
sorry, but a bomb can't explode if it doesn't have any material.
Well, I mean... I'm just talking about taking Bo for a walk here. But, you know... The idea of special dealings with Lucifer himself is very appealing.
I suppose that's kind of his deal. Yeah.
So thank you everybody for joining us for Ebon Sails Exalted, the final episode of it. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that allows this stream to continue being brought to you all. I cannot do this without you guys. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, or using our Humble Bundle partner link, or grabbing some packs of cards through Stream Loots. But for now, thank you for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Thank you so much for playing my game.